Oh, come in. Hey, Dr.
Hi,
How are you doing?
Mr. Major, nice to meet you.
What are you here to talk about?
I'm here to talk to you about my daughter Emily. I've been noticing some behavioral issues with her recently.
Can you elaborate?
Yes. Well, first of all, at home, she's been seeming a little bit unfocused. When I'm sitting down and talking to her, she seems a little bit distracted. Also, at the dinner table and just when she's sitting around the house, she seems to be a little bit restless. She's been fidgeting more than usual, just acting somewhat hyper all the time.
How is she in class?
She's been getting okay grades. I've actually talked to her teachers, and they said that they've actually talked to her one-on-one because they've made the same observations as me. They've seen a little bit of distracted behavior in the classroom. So they've talked to her, and they said that on one-on-one she seems a little bit distracted, a little bit just looking off into the distance, not really understanding what they're saying.
Okay. Probably what we're going to do is go one-on-one with her, just see how she's dealing with it, or see what her problems are at school, and I'll just talk to you after that.
Okay, sounds good. All right, thank you.
Come in. Hi, Dr. Taylor.
Hi, Emily.
So I don't know if you know, but we're just here today for me to learn about you a little bit more. So can you tell me about yourself?
Alright, well, I'm 17, as you probably already know. I go to Bolles School. Recently, I've always done pretty well in school, but I think recently I've started to notice I have issues focusing, and lots of times I just have no motivation to keep that focus, I guess, in school, and at home too. I have a hard time doing homework. I get distracted very easily.
Well, have you talked to your teachers? What did they say?
My teachers have noticed it too, I think, and they've talked to me about it, and I guess that's why we're here, because it's been a recurring problem for the past year, I guess.
So, how have your grades been in school? All right?
They've been all right. They've dropped a little bit just because the focus issues. I don't have trouble with the material itself. It's just having the focus to learn it.
Can you give me examples of times when you've done this?
If we're assigned a reading, or if we're reading in class, I can barely get through a page without staring off and starting to think about something else, after school or after school activities or friends, anything like that.
Let's see.
And I guess my parents say that at home I'm kind of the same way. I've been the same way that I am at school, acting different, not being able to focus, and when people talk to me directly, I sometimes don't hear what they're saying. I just completely zone out.
I see that you move around a little bit, and does that happen at school when you try to pay attention to your teachers during class?
What?
It's okay. I said I see that you move around a lot, you fidget, you're very fidgety, but does this happen during school with your teachers during class?
Yes, I think definitely recently. I've been, very fidgety. I don't really notice it, but that's something that my teachers brought up, and even my parents too. They said at home, at the dinner table, I guess, I can't sit still.
Do your friends at school ever tell you something about this?
My friends, I don't know if they've definitely noticed the fidgetiness, but I don't think they've really said anything about the focus, because they probably don't notice that as much, but definitely good to do this.
Okay, well, what we're probably going to do is run some tests, and we'll see how that works out, and we'll decide then. And I'll talk to you again about it.
Thank you.
Well, after the clinical interview with Emily, I've discovered that we're going to have to run some tests. Some tests that I'm going to throw in are the personality and emotional functioning, the Berry-Butanic development test of visual motor integration, and these tests are basically going to give us a furthermore knowledge of what's going on with Emily. And when we run those tests, we'll just figure out more of what's going on with her.
Hi, how may I help you?
Hi, we're here for behavioral testing for my daughter.
Okay, you can just sign in here, please. All right,
There you go.
just right this way.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
So after all the tests and several therapy sessions, I've seen that there's high levels of inattention, impulsivity, and slow reaction time. And it's clear to me that Emily here has ADHD.
So what does that mean?
Well, what it means that, how we're going to treat this, we're going to use a combination of behavioral therapy and pharmacology. And another thing I'm going to do is, to help out, I'm going to prescribe medicine for her. I'm going to prescribe Adderall, so that should help. I'm going to prescribe Adderall for you.
What does that do?
And that's going to help with the fidgetiness she's having, I guess, with how she moves a lot. I mean, it's going to slow down all the symptoms.
Okay.
Yeah, and that should help. Help with the high levels of inattention and impulsivity and the slow reaction time. And things that you can do that can help Emily, just communicate regularly with her teacher, keep a daily schedule for her, limit distractions that's going on in her life, make sure she gets a healthy, varied diet with plenty of fiber and basic nutrition, make sure the child gets enough sleep. And one thing that you should do is praise and reward her good behavior, and provide clear and consistent rules for the child.
Okay.
And that should help out with all that stuff.
All right, we can do that. Thank you. Anything else?
Oh yeah, we're gonna meet again in 1 month just to check up to see how everything's going, and then we'll discuss what goes on.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you very much, Dr. Fatimi.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How are your teachers feeling? How are your friends feeling? And most importantly, how are you feeling?
I think the medicine is definitely working. I feel so much more focused. I can get a lot more done.
There's been a lot of positive feedback from her friends and from her teachers. They said that she's been a lot more focused.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to keep prescribing the Adderall for you. We're going to keep doing the combination of behavioral therapy and pharmacology, and everything should work out just fine.
All right, thank you.
Kane is in the building.
Oh, it started? Okay, I didn't hear it.
To talk to you about my daughter.
Okay.
For me to look, oh God.
Just keep going. Just keep going.
For me to learn.
I gotta get to class in like, it's after school. No,
What does that do?
I don't know.
Hey, hey, teach me how to thug it, hey.